Hi, this is Michael Becker, and in this Tinderbox lesson, we're going to show how you could do a simple gradebook in Tinderbox. And there's a lot of layers that we can add to this down the road, but I just wanted to get started by showing you a simple way of how you can use prototypes to organize assignments for a particular class, or frankly, you could apply this to any project that has notes that you want to be able to sum up statistics out of. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here we have a basic Tinderbox file, and you'll see that I've got two methods that I'm going to display here, what I'll call method 1 and method 2. And in setting up this file, I created a number of prototypes. So for example, I have a graded item that has a student, the item type, item number, the grade, total points available for that item, and a designation whether or not that item is graded or not. I have an assignment, course materials, and then the two types of student prototypes. And again, there's a lot of layers that we can do onto this, but I'm just going to try to keep it simpler for first. So let's look at method 1. Method 1 says, let's look at a student, and what we're going to do is we're going to be grading this student based on attributes. So for example, I went ahead and if I hit Command 1, I can open up the attributes browser. And you'll see here that I can go to users, and here's all my attributes. So what I did was I went ahead and created, in this particular example, one of the community members said I've got a course that's got 15 assignments, 1 project, and 3 exams. And so I created attributes for each one of those. And so if you wanted to grade the student, you could simply go ahead here. Let's say they're going to get 10 points on this one. And hit enter, and you'll know if I click away, you'll see that it's now rolled up and it says that we've got 28 total points. Maybe we add 4 more points on this one, click away, and you'll see it's now 32. And the way we're doing that is I'm using an edict that's essentially saying make the total grade the sum of all of the attributes of this item. And so that's how we're doing that. Now, if I wanted to add another student to this class, I just say student B. Student B, get my spelling method 2. Oh, sorry, we're method 1, aren't we? Method 1. Okay, and then I can apply the student method 1 prototype, and you'll see again we get all of those attributes associated with that student, and I can just start doing my grading. Click away, and you'll see that the edict had done the calculation. Now, this is fine. The problem with this type of method, though, is I don't know the total points of these assignments. I can't really grade them or add notes in doing the assignments. So if I were to come back to this even 5 minutes later, I might not remember why I assigned 10 points to that, or if that item really should be graded 10 points. So the second method to go about doing this is here. And so, let's say I'm going to add a new student. We'll call it student C, and we're going to assign method 2 to this student. And you'll see what happens here is the student automatically gets assigned all of the assignments for that particular class. And the way I go about doing that is I create a prototype that has those notes pre-assigned to those to the student, and these assignments are actually assigned the grading prototype. So you can see this within Tinderbox. You're able to nest notes within a prototype, and then you can actually assign those notes another prototype so that you can actually manage your notes and interact with them. So now that I've done that, you'll see what's going to happen here is, the second I start updating these assignments, you'll see that first the assignments take on the name of the student. The way that's happening is because I'm getting an edict that says make the student equal the name of the parent, and then make the display expression equal that displays both the assignment number and the student. So we're now able to start associating and creating a meta analysis element of each of these different assignments. So this assignment now, assignment number 1, is forever assigned to this student C, and it's an assignment and it's item number 1. Now, the other nice thing about what we've done here is now that we've kind of broken it out. So if I go back over here, you'll see that, again, if assignment 1, I can put points here and I can roll them up, but I can't really know any more information about that. But if I break up each assignment into individual groups, I can actually see here, well, I can give that student a 9 on that one out of 10 available points for that item. I can put some notes in, did a great job, but missed 1 point. right? Similarly, if I wanted to, and again, I can demonstrate how to automatically do this later, but for the purposes of now, I'm just going to do it manually. Let's say, for example, we had this assignment linked to this particular student. We could go ahead and, or I can show you over here in this example, you'll see that I've got the assignment one linked to the overall assignment rubric. So I can actually pull that aside and see, okay, so when I'm grading this assignment, this is the description of the assignment, this is its rubric. So I can go through and then start just assessing, notes about grading this item. Again, we'll do another lesson down the road that talks about how to do this automatic linking. I didn't want to go too overboard in this one, but you'll see what we're then able to do by grading in this way. I can essentially have, sorry, moved my fingers too much. I can essentially have the Tinderbox automatically start rolling up the assignment. So I can see that this one is 8 out of 10, and you'll notice that when it now automatically calculates and shows in the display expression. Here you see what I'm doing is I'm saying make the display expression equal to the original name plus the student plus now we're going to add the grade item and then calculate a percentage so that we can see it. And so now visually I can see, okay, the student's got 90% on the first one, 80% on the other one, and you'll see that out of the total 400 points, they've got 17 so far, or 4.2% of the total available grade. So that is another way about going grading. Now later in a future lesson, if we want to continue to delve into doing this kind of gradebook methodology, we can talk about how to add agents, how to do automatic linking so you can associate with the rubrics of different assignments. There's just so much you can do here, but this is a fun lesson just to show how you can start pulling together some really effective grade assignments. Now, I know for a lot of teachers that are out there, you've got your online grade books that the schools offer you. However, I personally find this kind of methodology, having a local file of the students' work and materials so that I can be grading them, doing my own personal notes, is really effective. The other thing about doing this too, when you have this way, later we can talk about export code, how you can actually then publish to the students through this methodology an assessment of every one of the grades that you've done for them. And so that's another kind of layer we can do on a future lesson of building a grade book with Tinderbox if you're interested in it, in that. So just kind of signal to me through either the chats in this YouTube video or through the community forum that you'd like to kind of further the development of this, and let me know, and I'd love to explore that with you throughout the community experience, and we can continue building on this. So with that, that's a simple way to start establishing a gradebook. I hope you enjoy this. Thanks. Bye-bye.